Llegamos aquí a la Ocean Drive y aquí es donde está lo bueno, amigos. Estamos aquí en el South Beach, amigos. Vamos a ver el ambiente de hoy. Están todos de fiesta por la semana de Memorial Day. Estamos aquí en el Ocean Drive. Aquí está el hotel de Versace. Estamos aquí en el South Beach. Es un concierto.
Now last night, Esplanade Way. Were you partying last night? Who was partying last night? Okay, this is how I'm feeling today.
Aquí vienen la familia.
And tomorrow.
Estamos aquí en el Miami Beach.
I want a picture. In front of the little.
Gael, walk really slow, Gael. Guys.
No, you can't. No, nothing.
She likes big ass. So does.
You don't need to be shy, okay? You're never gonna see me or anybody else here ever again. How's everybody doing? Okay, don't worry about the lightning. It's not like we're on the second story of a giant metal bus or anything. We'll be fine. Welcome to Miami. My name is Michael. I'll be your tour guide. Just a couple basic rules for you. Please stay in your seat while the bus is in motion. Keep all hands, feet, children inside the vehicle at all times. Also, please do me a favor. Watch out for low-hanging trees. Here in Miami, we call them the Yo Mama trees because they slap you out of nowhere, just like your mama. You're doing great, buddy. Alright, as we start our tour. Thank you. Please go ahead. We're playing basketball. Alrighty. Now folks, first of all, I'd like to welcome you to US 1. It's the road we're on right now. It is the longest north to south running road in America. 3,269 miles long from the border of Maine and Canada down to Key West. Ooh, ah, oh, there you go, we're learning. Up on your upper left, you'll see a golden tower. That is the Freedom Tower. It was Miami's first skyscraper, and believe it or not, in the 1920s, it was the tallest building south of New York. We've come a long way since then. In the 1960s, it was a processing center for over 200,000 Cuban immigrants coming in from the Castro regime. Think of it like a Cuban Ellis Island. It was their one-stop shop for everything American. Citizenship papers, mental offices, medical offices, dental offices, place to help them find a job. This was their one-stop shop to everything American. On your right, FTX Arena, the home of the best basketball team in the world, the Miami Heat! We don't cheer that much either, to be honest with you. The FTX Arena holds 17,000 people, built to look like open sails on a ship, and opened in the year 2000. It's hosted concerts and games for the last 20 years, including Drake, Elton John, Bad Bunny, and many more. Coming up on your left-hand side, third skyscraper up. Very hard to miss. It has a a cement exoskeleton surrounding it. Do you see it? That is the 1000 Museum Park, designed by Zaha Hadid. There are 82 units in the entire building. It's because every floor is their own individual unit. Starting at $10 million, the top penthouse sold to David Beckham. David! David! I guess not. Okay. Now the exoskeleton has a purpose. It supports the building from the outside, meaning there's no beams shooting down the middle of your $20 million Bayside estate. It's also the only building in Miami with a private helicopter pad. On your right, the Frost Museum of Science. One of the most high-tech museums in the country. It's a planetarium, a terrarium, and an aquarium. Now, Frost. The name Frost is very big in Miami. Dr. Frost, very big philanthropist. There you go, I said that right. Now, if you don't know who Dr. Frost is, he's the man behind the little blue pill that saved marriages across the world. Viagra, folks. He's donated a lot of things in Miami, including the Frost Museum and University of Miami's Frost School of Music. They donated their entire music school, and it's one of the most advanced music schools in the country. Now, the museum has beautiful planetary light shows every single day of the week, and a beautiful terrarium on the top. At the bottom of the museum, you'll find the Oculus, which is a giant glass ring underneath the aquarium. You see all the sharks swim above your head. Really, really cool. My friends, pay attention, please. It's gonna get a little windy on this ride, and maybe a little wet. So hold on to your hats, your wigs, toupees, fake eyelashes. I'm not judging. I'm telling you, I know they're expensive, and this is the 7th hat this week. Enjoy your views, folks. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to worry about camera shots right now. We're gonna come back on this same highway. So get the shots on the way back. Enjoy the views. It also holds the Carnival Cruise Line, Virgin Cruise Line, MCL, and many, many more. Now, Royal Caribbean is currently head in sizing when it comes to cruise ships. We have the largest cruise ships in the world. Number 1 just opened up a couple weeks ago. It's called the Wonder of the Seas. 9,000 passengers. The Symphony of the Seas. 6,000 passengers. The Allure of the Seas. 4,000. It doesn't even matter. You're not going to see everybody. It's moving cities, pretty much. Now, on your left are the homes of the rich and famous Star Island, Palm Island, Hibiscus. You're thinking about J-Lo, Shaquille O'Neal, Jackie Chan. He has a house out there. It's on Airbnb for a couple grand a night. Gloria Estefan and our favorite Dr. Frost. Dr. Frost has the largest and most expensive property in Miami at over $100 million on Star Island. Now, folks, on your left, you'll see a little white box floating in the water. Do you see it? Do you see it? That is a $6 million houseboat. My friends, the best way to live in Miami is on the loopholes, okay? You don't pay property tax when there's no property, okay? Now that is solar panel, Wi-Fi, water purification system, and apparently it's hurricane proof. But I don't think it's got a good enough test yet. So wait a couple years for it. Now my friends, we're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna say trees, and you're gonna duck. Okay, ready? Trees! Okay, that was warm up. Okay, get lower. You don't have to duck if you don't want to, but they hit harder than Will Smith at the Oscars. On your right, that is the United States Coast Guard. They're living and training quarters. But further in the distance, out yonder, you'll see an island. That is Fisher's Island, one of the most expensive zip codes in America. Home to Jim Carrey at one point, J-Lo, Oprah Winfrey. You can't drive to the island, okay? You need a yacht, a helicopter, or be a hell of a swimmer. There's no money on the island either. It all comes with your annual membership card. It costs around 500 grand just to be a membership on the island, and that is not including rent and utilities and everything else that you have to pay. My friends, as we cross over the bridge, I'd like to officially welcome you to the magic city of Miami Beach. There's their own set of rules, their own mayor, their own police department. As you cross on down, a little key things to remember, okay? The streets up and down, side to side, like New York. It's a grid system. First street, the bottom of the island. Then it goes second street, third street. You can figure out the rest from there. The names are side to side, east to west. Ocean Drive, Collins, Lincoln, Washington, so on and so forth, okay? Up and down, side to side, pretty easy to find yourself around here. Coming up on your left, you'll see Alton Road Mall, Target, Ross. You can look Miami, you don't gotta pay Miami, okay? The art out in the front was designed by Romero Brito, a very famous Brazilian artist who has a permanent art gallery here in Miami Beach on Lincoln Road. You also notice that our sidewalks here in Miami Beach are red. The sidewalks are red because the city keeps a dye in them to keep them cool. Everybody's walking around without shoes on, pata sucia. They don't want anybody to get hurt or burnt, so they like to keep the grounds cool. Tree! You didn't sign a waiver, so keep your eyes open. Looks like something's going on this week. Or what it is, but something's happening tonight. Now as you cruise down this beautiful city, keep in mind, please, this is not just a party town. This is an historic Art Deco district, okay? You might be asking yourself, Michael, what the hell is Art Deco? Well, it's think of it like a third grader's classroom, okay? It's a bunch of shapes, squares, triangles, circles, rectangles, pyramids. All of that is included in the art, in the classic Miami Vice architecture you see around the city. Over 900 buildings under Art Deco protection. They cannot be destroyed, they can only be restored. Oh, my friends, do yourself a favor. If you're driving a car, when you're gonna park somewhere, read the sign like 25 times, okay? It will say $10 an hour. And then underneath that, it'll say like 15 every half hour. That's like $30 an hour, and they get you. They get me, they get the best of us, okay? I'm not telling you to break the law, but the ticket for not paying parking is like 20 bucks. So you can do that of what you will, okay? How you doing? They get lower. They're fine. All right, folks, on your right, you'll see the Lobster Bar. The Lobster Bar is a great example of what I was talking about earlier, if you were paying attention, the Art Deco architecture. You see the circles, you see the pyramids, you see the squares, third graders classroom. Keep that in mind as you move around the entire city. Also, Lobster Bar, pretty good seafood restaurant. I'm not gonna lie to you, not my favorite, but pretty good. If you're on Miami Beach, can't go wrong with it. Coming up on the left, you see the building with the LED rings on it. On your left, there you go. Now that is a CVS pharmacy. Now, back in the day, it used to be called the 5th Street Gym, home to legends, Sonny Liston, George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, all trained right here at the 5th Street Gym. Obviously, things have moved on since then. Train! And for my Spanish friends, Admiral! Hey! Let me tell you what, guys, it's too late to go vegan now. Okay, don't eat the leaves. The beach bod is not coming in that fast. It's not. You won't go into ketosis or any of that. You'll be fine. Now, my friends, the trees are not what you need to be worried about. It's the coconuts. About 10 people a year die from coconuts. I promise you that. Google it. It's a real thing. Can you imagine living your life trying your best and getting taken out by a coconut? That is so upsetting. Are we making friends back there? We're making friends? I like that. Now folks, a little secret restaurant for you. Iron Sushi on the left. If you're a fan of sushi, okay, they have a whole platter for like 30 bucks. It's like 50 pieces, okay? The cheapest you're gonna get it anywhere. You take it to like a beach, you have a picnic, 10 out of 10 Iron Sushi found all around the city, even in Miami Beach. Now it is a restaurant. You will be paying those Versace prices though, but it's one of the best in Miami. How you doing, ladies? Okay, they didn't wait back. Don't go there. Unfortunately, this is also where Mr. Versace met his untimely demise, right on those front steps. Now Versace moved to Miami because he was the costume designer on the very famous Miami Vice TV show. So when he moved out to Miami, he bought the only private residence on Ocean Drive. Bam! Boom! Pow! Right here. Beautiful. Walked every day down the street, had his breakfast, walked on back, and made millions. He opened up Versace restaurants all over Miami Beach and Miami, and it really helped the brand name out. On your left, you have Ocean. Atlantic Ocean, folks. Just by that coral wall behind all those trucks that are doing some sort of event, you got the water. Now it is free, it is beautiful, it opens at sunrise, closes at sundown. It closes at sundown because we have sea turtles. They come out to the sand and do the sea turtle thing, so they don't want any parties out there messing with it. But if you and the wife want to take a little quiet stroll, I'm sure you'll be fine. shots.
¿Hasta cuánto dieron?
Se acabó la cuarentena, el cuerpo lo sabe, la calle está llena. Se acabó. Hasta mañana, el cuerpo lo pide porque duré mucho trancado en mi casa. Ya tengo dinero, compra bebida y para amanecer por el
Now, folks, like in case you weren't informed, the tour does come with fireworks just for you guys. Okay, on your left, go ahead. Now, coming up on your right, this is called Wet Willies. Some of the strongest daiquiris you can find in Miami. Like a frozen alcohol slushy. My personal favorite is called the Cola Cab. Okay, so you have a Cola Cab, and then you wobble over to the beach. You have a great time. Stay with me. Oh, duck, 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 duck. Goose! Now, if you remember the movie Scarface, remember the chainsaw scene? He ran down the white steps, he started shooting at each other. Bam! Ooh! Ah! Oh! It was his building. Now, the thing about Scarface, they were a very low-budget film, which really meant they were broke. So they didn't pay for permits or anything like that. They shot right on the street, and without anybody knowing about it. So if you rewatch the movie, and you see all the looks of fear and everyone's face around when they were shooting at each other when they ran down the steps, they were real fear. The cops were called many times on Scarface. They got in trouble. They got kicked out of Miami halfway through the movie. They had to finish the rest in Los Angeles, where they accept that kind of nonsense.